It is a very good afternoon and a hearty welcome to Rufaro Stadium, the ceremonial home of Zimbabwean football. And of course, it is match day 3 of the Kasulaga Premier Soccer League. My name is Valentine Mabugu, and it promises to be an exciting encounter with former champions Ngezi Platinum Stars being hosted today by the team to beat so far this season. I bet being it 2 games, but on paper they look like the strongest side in the country, that is Scotland FC. Mavira being the host. And of course, I'm a man who never walks alone, and I've got with me a former Dynamo son, and of course a legend in his own right, and of course he's here to be with us. I'm sure today I don't want to do the honors. You can introduce yourself, because you're so used to us introducing you. I would love to see how you can handle the mic and introduce yourself for something different for TV today.
Okay, Valentine, thank you. We are here at Rufaro Stadium.
You're forgetting your name, Justice.
No. My name here for Rufaro is Chief Justice Majabe. I'm here with Valentine today, and we are anticipating a game, a very good game, Scotland versus Ngezi. And looking at the pitch, you know, it looks okay and beautiful for the game, and we hopefully something good we're going to witness this afternoon.
And of course, it's a game, it's match day 3. I know it's early days yet, but we look at the two sides, how they've so far played this time around. Against the Platinum Stars, it is a bit of a struggle in Kwekwe, but when they went home, they did well. Now they come here, another away game for them, and it looks like it's all home games for Scotland so far, enjoying not moving away from the capital. Looks like they're the ones who have really warmed up to the ground. This could be their most favorite hunting ground.
Yeah, it looks like that. And if you see, they are gelling, they are getting results, which is very important. And you look at the previous 2 games, they won convincingly, you know, and now they are enjoying better than anyone else here at Rufaro Stadium. Of course, Ngezi, we know them, how they do and how they play. And the first game they played against Kwekwe United, they drew, and they came at home and won. So as well, they are, it's a tough match. And with their confidence, I think they're boosting it up, and they're going to bring in something to Scotland to see if they can stop them. I'm sure maybe something going to come up.
Indeed, something is going to come up. Something probably might happen. As you can see, some of the fans who are in attendance here, and of course it's always a pomp and fun and fashion when Scotland are playing. They've brought something different to the game. We have to commend them for that.
Yeah, of course, you know, 100%. And the flavor of the game, you know, it's quite good, and they have set the pace. You know, all the teams, I wish all the teams are going to be like them. And if you look from outside, if you even say the grandstands, you look, the regalia is showing up, you know, and of course the Vietnam, they've taken over the Vietnam, which is something I think
unheard of.
Yeah, you know, they're doing so well. I think they brought some lively moments in this game.
And of course, joining us now is Terence Malunga. Terence, match day 3 of the Kasulaga Premier Soccer League, former champions Ngezi Platinum Stars, not on a purple patch, but playing a side on a purple patch that have won the first 2 games, maybe convincingly, for their last game against Caps United, Scotland. How do you see this one this afternoon?
Well, it's always a pleasure. I mean, especially if you come here and Scotland is playing, you know that you're going to be in for a treat, and the treat is not only in the field of play. It's actually with other supporters. You have Dynamos and Cape United supporters, obviously today hoping they emulate what they did at when it was playing triangle in our first match. And if they do that, we're going to have a lively, obviously definitely a lively environment. And obviously talking about the type of play or the pitch performance, I've seen arguably one of the best matches from last week, where we had Cape United. Cape United obviously trying to hold their own, but we have seen Scotland now trying to get in itself. If you see that there is some sort of chemistry that is coming up with the players that the quality players that they do have. You have how many now do we have in the national team? Which actually points 6 out of the 23 that were called up. This shows you that this is a team that has massive quality. And I mean, for any other team that is going to come here playing against this team, they have to be on their best.
Indeed. Let's now look at some of the players to watch out for. We saw, let's start with the away side. That is Ngezi Platinum Stars. They've got Hachiro in the middle of the park, who will try, to detect the pacer from the middle of the park as well. And let's look at how they'll try and play and contain the likes of Kamabili at Walthamsona in the middle of the park for Scotland.
Well, it's not a combination that is easy to maintain. I mean, you have massive quality, and the only thing that you have when you're playing with these players is to make sure that you suffocate the space. Don't give them playing space, because if you give them space to play the ball, they'll surely hate you. Because they have the quality, they have the talent, and also they have especially the zest going forward. So one thing for sure, obviously, this game for Platinum, Ngezi Platinum, has to be won in the middle of the park. They have to make sure that they suffocate all this space in the middle of the park. Don't give them time to play. At least you have Hachiro in there, and hopefully Hachiro will be able to actually keep the rest of his team more in tune, and also making sure that at least at most they are playing closer to each other and making sure that they suffocate the space in the middle of the park. If it was me, I would have probably deployed more in the middle of the park to just try and suffocate space and make sure that they use the wide spaces. But the moment that you bring them in the half spaces, they'll probably hit you.
Now, Jussie, let's look at the strike force, because against the Platinum Stars, they've got one potent striker in Obro Chirinda. I believe he is the one who can carry the day for them. We know how much of a menace he can be, particularly for the centre backs for Scotland. How much of a role do you feel he has to play in this one, and how much of a menace can he be in this encounter?
You know, Valentine, everybody knows Obro Chirinda, what he has done in the past years, a few years, from his days at the Blair Chiefs, and before he moved to Ngezi as well. Despite he stopped a little bit with these issues, and then he came back. He's a goal scorer, you know, a natural goal scorer, and he can make very, very beautiful goals. And if you can remember, he scored so many goals in here, and he has also been beautiful goals. And I think he can be some difference into this match. He can be some difference, and he can cause havoc. I think he understands. He has played before against Peter Mduwa. He has played before against Moyo, and also against all these guys, Murwira and Pumbizai. You know, so he understands, and they need to take care of him as well, because it's quite gonna be difficult for them to contain him, because he is very tricky. You know, he's a kind of a player who can score goals from any angle. Even if you look at the way he does, sometimes he can score. He can chip the goalkeepers as well. You know, he has scored some beautiful goals, 20-30 yards from the goal, which is very, very important for Ngezi.
Let's look at Scotland now in terms of their attack and their potential. Looking at the midfield, the influence of Kama Billiard. We saw people might have spoken about edge, maybe he's a spent force, but he's showing some quality and confidence. And he's yet to be fully fit, but he's managing his game, his influence, and how they need to manage him to get into full fitness for him to deliver for them this season.
Honestly speaking, you know, he's one of the best players so far in the league, and probably the top, you know, I would say. And he can make anything happen at any time. He's very tricky and with much experience, and I think he also was one of the contributors of the flavor into the league, and I'm sure he's a man to watch, and he's gonna make this game be beautiful and easy for Scotland as long as he starts ticking. With him, you know how tricky he is, very intelligent. He can as well score goals, and he can as well pass. You know, he's such a good player in every coach. He needs such a player in him. You know, his character is very positive, and he's a winner as well.
And of course, Jabba, let's look at the combination. We saw the craftiness of the second goal for against Caps United, Walter Msona, Kama Billiard coming in, and we cannot speak without, you cannot conclude this without looking at the captain himself, Walter Msona for Scotland, and the influence that he will have in this team so far, and how much Ngezi need to be very wary of him, because he's also a goal scorer, not just an assister, but a goal scorer as well.
Well, I think for me, this team is complete, Vali. I mean, if you look at from the back, you spoke about Mduwa, you spoke about Moyo, and for me, at some point, I thought Mduwa was not a very good defender. But believe you me, I've been really analyzing how he plays. He is quite one of the most intelligent defenders that we have in the league. He knows where to go hard. He knows how to intercept. He is that intelligent. And coming in the middle of the park, well, I'll be very honest with you. The first match for me, I felt Walter was not himself. I mean, I saw a little bit of like a Desik, not wanting to really get dirty. But now, from last match, I saw a different Walter, a Walter that I have fallen in love with. And obviously, if he continues on that trajectory, of really applying himself as the captain. As the captain, you ought to really give it all, especially when you're in the field of play, so that at least the rest of the boys who are able to emulate what you do. And we have seen him being able to do that as the captain. And going forward, I can't really not talk about Machope. For me, he has been very instrumental for this team. The way he has been holding up play forward, the way he has always, I'm seeing a little bit of a flared kind of Machope, if you ask me, from last season. Now he can hold the ball, he can dribble, he can actually release the ball and get into space. And even if you look at the first goal from last week, like you've just pointed out, he actually had to create space for himself for Kama to put the ball in, and that's how a clever striker does it.
And then so he justifies his call to the national team, right?
Well, for me, which other striker do you have in the country? I mean, I have to be very honest. Which other striker is there? I mean, I personally have been advocating for it. I mean, for the last season, that I look at his stature, he'll be able to play with any other team that we are going to come across.
And we can talk about the pitch as well. And today it looks a bit harder here because it's a bit drier as well. And looking at the weather itself, thank heavens it hasn't rained and it has remained hard. That could give us a more fluid game, but maybe with little pace. It won't be pacey as such, but a smooth flow you expect today?
Yeah, with this surface sometimes you find it's bumpy. It sometimes it goes up. If it bounces once and it's gonna go out, but I think it's okay. It's better than the wet weather. This is better. Actually the players can also able to control the ball and they can move and you can pass nicely. It's quite okay. It's not dangerous. Unlike last week, it was raining in the. You find that they were dumpy and in some places were not cut, and it's very dangerous for the players. And luckily there were no such different and hard contacts. But for this one, it's quite okay. I think the place is good, and I think it's good. It also suits the players. Except for the charcoal. This is we need to do better. Actually.
All right. Without much further ado, let's get the coaches what they had to say, and we start with the Scotland coach, that is Tonderai Diraya.
We played our match on Sunday, and then we are playing today. So naturally, as a coach, you don't have much time for preparation. Ideally, I think you want at least 4 training sessions with the team for you to be fully prepared for the match. So we played on Sunday, rested on Tuesday. Then of course we came back to training on Wednesday. We could not do much after that. That's the only day that we could train. Then of course yesterday it was just us here filling the pitch. So given that background, nothing much in terms of preparations. But we had to plan, and we did the planning for sure. So our boys are looking good, looking fresh. I think merely the past two weeks were about managing their recovery. So they are yes, in the last match that we played against Cape United, they were looking much better, and I expect them to even be much better today. So we are fully prepared for the match mentally and all, and what's left is for us to show what we can do on the pitch.
Firstly, I want to thank God for good traveling and also to give us opportunity on our first game at Faro Stadium, and also coming into our preparations. I think we have done so well from the first game that we have played, and we are bringing confidence. The players are now getting into the groove of the league, and we are hoping with all the preparations that we did during the week preparing for this game, I think we have done everything that we hope by the grace of God it will be on our side to make sure we always prepare to win the game. But having said that, it's not going to be easy playing against Scotland. You look at, they've got a very strong squad that you really need to be on your best in terms of everything. And I think we have done our homework to make sure we can also come very strong and compete. Then we'll see by the end of the day what the guys have given us. But I have much confidence and belief in them that they can also deliver, because they've been preparing very well. And they're also coming from a win. It's a motivation to them, and they will make sure that we just need to have that consistency in terms of performance, consistency in terms of winning games, consistency in terms of self-belief and confidence. That is going to give us more in terms of going forward on the leg.
Indeed, so there you have it from the coaches, and of course the quick one, Jemba, your prediction?
Over Scotland win 2-goal difference.
2-goal difference for Scotland, and yours?
Yeah, of course. This one is quite difficult. I'm not going to give it maybe a 1-0 for Scotland at halftime.
And of course we cross over to Stanley Katande for live commentary as the two teams are walking in.
Welcome to Rufaro Stadium as the two teams walk onto the field of play. It's another wonderful afternoon here at Rufaro Stadium, where we are going to have Scotland hosting Ngezi Platinum. The Mondoro side are here for a tough battle, because the Mabugu outfit has been very prolific in front of goal, scoring twice against Caps United and winning twice. That's over Triangle and Caps United, and they are yet to concede a goal, which clearly indicates that look, they've got a good shape, and they would like to continue playing like that as well. And here they are, the team in blue, who will be on your left. That's a Scotland FC, and in white is Ngezi Platinum from Mondoro. Ngezi Platinum, of course, are former winners of the Premier League. They won it in 2023, and soon they'll be trying to do so again as we pause for the national anthem. a lovely instrumental version of our national anthem, Ngaikombore Rwenyika Zimbabwe, Lalibusi Elizwe Le Zimbabwe. Scotland taking on Ngezi Platinum here at Rufaro Stadium, and both teams are at full strength, with Scotland fielding the same side that beat Cape United here last weekend, and Ngezi Platinum also have got pretty much the same team that did duty last time out. And in the commentary box with me is William Tingwa. Willie, these two teams look well equipped, to pick up all 3 points. It promises to be quite a good battle.
Exactly, Stanley. Remember, these two teams, they are still to test defeat this season. Scotland with a 100% record, winning 2 out of 2. And Ngezi Platinum drawing their first game away to Kwekwe United, newly promoted Kwekwe United. And the second game they managed to win by 1-0. That was at Baobab Stadium. And today, the first and acid test against a Scotland side, a formidable side, who are still to consider a goal. And as you can see, the two captains, Wardam Sona and Chibida, Kutai Chibida, with the referees Bradon Chimene and company.
Oh yes, indeed, Bradon Chimene, a top referee in the country, who is a FIFA accredited referee. He has justified that billing because of what he does. That's Kama Billiard with hydrogen peroxide colored hair, and is one of the players to watch out for, because last weekend he provided the first assist that resulted in a goal by Tama Machope, as Ngezi Platinum now have a feel of the pitch, walking from one end to the other, getting ready to fight it out here. They've got very strong players in their lineups. You talk of Farai Madanaga, Leslie Castigu, Gurende Nyasha, who came from ZPC Kariba, and the fans who continue to sing as Ngezi Platinum playing in white are ready for battle here at the ceremonial home of Zimbabwean football. That's Rufaro Stadium. Brighton Chimene just indicating to the players that, look, we don't have time to waste here. It's time for kickoff. That, of course, Ngezi Platinum would like to go through their pre-match rituals before they can get underway. It's one way of galvanizing teamwork. To see Chirwa Castigo and the goalkeeper Murasiranwa Darlington. Scotland fans are always ready for victory here, and their team has served them twice. Can they continue to do so? Well, your guess will be as good as mine. That's Chimene gets us underway as Ngezi Platinum play from left to right. That is defending the city end and attacking the Mbare end here at Rufaro Stadium. And of course, Scotland in all blue, playing from right to left. That's a blockade, giving away a throw in to Ngezi Platinum from the near side here. Good clearance there by Piram Dua as they play the ball forward. A complete circle being scribed there by Obreo Chirinda before playing it to the far side. Ngezi Platinum just giving each other a feel of the ball. Hachiro guiding it backwards, looking for his captain, whom he finds in Chiguida Kudzai. Is now the small defender playing it across field. Ngezi Platinum would like to have some feel, and of course they've got good possession. Good looking cross comes in, the header, and this one goes out of play. That was a very Garangesha Ashwin, a very good Garangesha Ashwin, one of the players to have scored for Ngezi Platinum this season. There's Kevin Moyer trying to find Kama Billiard, but it's taken away from him. Hachiro This one will be taken away by Timbanyoka. Very comfortable on the ball, and Talbot Shumba will make a long clearance. Kozachi Grida heads it away, and this time around it's picked up by Scotland. Good play. They come forward now. They're looking very good on the ball. That's some Thokosi Simsebe. Ball played through and is taken away by Ngezi Platinum, who are well alive to the dangers posed by some of the Scotland players. Chirinda doesn't give up very easily, and the goalkeeper plays that one into touch. That's Talbot Shumba to give away a throw in. Ngezi Platinum, I think they've got their ideas right here by pressing high. They're never allowing the Scotland star players. Oh, very. Oh my goodness, Murasiranwa Darlington allowing that ball to roll towards his goal area, giving his fans a few anxious moments. But now Hachiro picks it up as Ngezi Platinum knock it around with a lot of purpose. They've got playing with two defensive midfielders. One of them is Matanaga, who gives away possession. That cross overcooked. And it will be a goal kick to Ngezi Platinum. Brasileño Force will now spot it very carefully. Plays it short this time. We welcome those who are joining us for the first time. We are into the 3rd minute of this encounter. You haven't lost much. And Chirinda goes down injured. This will be a free kick to Ngezi Platinum. Quickly played. The Platinum now shuffling the ball from one foot to the other. What can they do with it? Gaki brings it in. Now again, Karingesha brings in a good-looking shot. The youngster has got an eye for goal. That was a decent effort from the young man.
Exactly, that's Karingesha Alvin, I'm sure. The one who scored in one of their 2 games they have played so far, alongside Moses Gaki. So it looks in the early stages of the game, against the Platinum Stars are promising. And that's a good tackle on Kama Billiard. And one of Michael Ni's favorite players, Kama Billiard, and Bradford Mene, firmly under control.
Oh yes, Brandon Chimene family controlling the game here. Leslie Kashtegu came in with a crushing tackle on Kama Billiard. Here's Timbanyoka taking time to control the ball as Bochwe rolls it through. Sebe loses it. Timbanyoka to the far side, finding his captain there, Msona. It comes to the near side. Good work there by the Scotland players, but Ngezi Platinum have taken it away. Now Chirinda heads for goal, turns away from his marker, flicks it through. The intention was there, but unfortunately Karingesha could not be found. Or is it that the ball was placed too far ahead of him? Now Murwira to Kevin Moyo. Sebe. Back to Talbot Shumba. Long one forward. Good control by Matanaga. Keeps possession. And Chiguida. Back to Achiro. One of the players chosen for national duty. Scotland, they've got 6 of them who will be leaving, I think, sometime this evening for Durban, South Africa. As the free kick is awarded to Scotland. Sona will collect. Again taken away. Young Karengesha has kept the ball in play. Now to Obre Chirinda. Lays it through. Good covering there by Peter Mdua. And Talbot Shumba collects as the band continues to sing. They are housed in the Vietnam end of Rufaro Stadium, creating a carnival atmosphere. Povizai plays it backwards to Kevin Moyo. Here's a long one to the far side. Murwira picks up possession. Back again to Murwira. Now they're looking for Sona. His touch lets him down and it goes straight back to Murasiranwa. Darlington as the coach, Tekshua Chiragui. A few words for his players. This one comes to Trachiro. Now Murasiranwa can play it wide to the far side for Ngezi Platinum. Guresha Nyasha. Headed away by Ngezi Platinum. But Kamaville had a chance here for Machope. The goalkeeper takes it away, but I think he was cluttered into Machope, looking very dangerous indeed whenever there is an opportunity. He nearly exploited that.
Exactly, Stanley. You could see he's a predator, and anything to striker there is very alert. He was going for that ball. As you can see, Tondera Indira, the coach of Scotland, there in your picture there. But there, the goalkeeper did well coming up, and a bit of a clash of with the Machope, who has already scored a goal in the Premiership. Remember at Simba Bora last season where he was playing his trade, he scored about 7 goals, and only 2 seasons ago he was playing for a farm club Stanley in Division 2.
Yes, that's how life is. As Gaki finds Guresha, ball played in the center there for Hachiro. Ngezi Platinum drifting forward slowly with Chirwa. Gomezani now with Obreo Chirinda. The Stocky striker. What a shot, and this one again straight to the goalkeeper from Matanaga. Talbot Shumba had a long view of that one. These fans also saw that, look, the goalkeeper was going to make a save. As Scotland restart the formula. Some tight marking being employed there by Richard Hachiro on a wall. Young Walter Msona. He has to be at his best. I can see Hachiro is like a lion on the hunt, chasing every loose ball. Referee says play on. Pochwe lays it through, and this is too far ahead of Fumbizai. And Brighton Chimene will definitely stop play for a while so that Mtimbanyoka can be attended to, and a possible yellow card there, Willie.
Yes, it looks like the referee is going to talk to Ngezi Platinum player, and a yellow card has been flashed there to that left back. It should be Gerunde Nyasha. I need to double check. Yes, it must be Nyasha Gerunde for that foul. The referee doing very well there, like an international FIFA approved the referee. He played the advantage because Scotland were right in control, and I can see Patchway, the way he's controlling that midfield, passing that midfield, there is the foul on Mtimbanyoka.
Yes, now Ngezi Platinum restarting the formula with their centre back Castigo Leslie. Leslie Castigo looks up, clips it forward. One of the players to have come from juniors. The Serbia has lost possession. It's taken away by Chirinda. Shields the ball very well. Karangesha. Sliding tackle from Bochwe. This one guided backwards. And a long clearance. Guresha takes it away. Makes sure it's out and throw in to Ngezi Platinum. 10 minutes played. Goalless here to Faro Stadium. Morwira to take the throw for Ngezi Platinum. He finds Peter Mdua. Bochwe to Mdua once again. Kevin Moyo operating on the left hand side of defense for Scotland. As the ball is played through Machope's header, collected easily by Murasiranwa. Darlington. Chirinda. Gaki. Ngezi Platinum now with Madanaga. There is Gureshe. Back to Madanaga. And again played for the national team. A good looking cross comes in, but cleared away by Peter Mdua. Looks like Ngezi Platinum really prepared for a real fight here with their more fancied opponents. Kama Billiard lost sight of the ball and is taken away now. Garangesha trying to shuffle it around Kevin Moyo, but he was watching it carefully, and it's time for them to clear. Fortunately, Fumbizai's effort goes out of play. That will be a throw in to Ngezi Platinum, who I must say are actually standing up Scotland. I wouldn't say Scotland are dominating as yet, because definitely Ngezi Platinum have got a fair share of possession in this match.
Exactly, Ngezi Platinum, I think they've actually dominated, having more of the ball and even creating more chances, even seeing the short number of shots that go. Ngezi Platinum are far ahead. Though those shots couldn't trouble Talbot Shumba and goals for Scotland, but at least they go down as a shot on target. As you can see there again, Kalin Champoko with a very good cross there.
Yes, indeed. Champoko's effort goes out of play for a throw in to Scotland. And you see the Fumbizai gets ready to dispatch it. Fumbizai came back from South Africa to join Scotland when they were in Division 1. Help them to reclaim their place, to claim a place in the Premiership, as Gaki turns away from his marker. Garangesha chips it through, trying to find Chirinda. Chirinda harassing the goalkeeper, trying to prevent a quick throw or a quick clearance. Therefore, he nearly succeeded. There's Richard Achiro going for a high ball, and Bradwan Chimene thinks that's dangerous play. Do these fans agree with him? Your guess is as good as mine. There's Bochwe now. Kama Billiard. Still very subdued in this first few minutes of the match. Sona. Sebe. This one cleared away. Fumbizai had to play it backwards. Jua. Bochwe. Kama Billiard. Sebe. Chokozisi. Fumbizai. And it's guided all the way back again to Kevin Moyo, who has to restart the formula with Peter Mdua. Back again to Kevin. This is Fumbizai. Kamabilia tightly monitored, and he's penalized for heavy leaning on Richard Achiro. Dumisani Mpofu, man who used to defend for the Warriors like nobody has ever done, closing out the likes of Fabrice Akwa of Angola. That man was dangerous, but Dumisani Mpofu gave him a chill pill each time we played them, Willie.
Yeah, I even remember one famous moment at the National Sports Stadium when he acquired to take a break, went to the touchline to take some water. Dumisani followed him and stood by his side, and you know that the Vietnam end side of National Sports Stadium, the fans went crazy and into delirium, congratulating and encouraging Dumisani Mpofu to keep a tight lip on Fabrice Akwa.
Oh yes indeed, because if you fail to do that with Akwa, you would have to forget chances of winning the match, as Ngezi Platinum coming through, and Bochwe takes it back to his goalkeeper, who has to clear under pressure. Talbot Shumba concedes possession. 15 minutes, nearly 16 now. 0-0 the scoreline. And I must say, Ngezi Platinum looking the more comfortable team in this particular encounter at Rufaro Stadium. Kama Billion is beaten in the air. Sona, Walter, trying to find Kama, but it's too high for Kama Billiard, and it runs into touch. Another throw to be taken by Chirwa from the near side here. Castigo finds his goalkeeper Mrasranwa, who turns one way, then finds the Castigo again. A chance here for Machope! Wow! What a tackle coming in from the captain there. Kudzai Chikwida, brilliant stuff.
Yeah, that was good defending there, but I'm still not sure that it was Chikwida or it was Burende Nyasha. Need to check at the replay there. And I saw Chikwida congratulating the player who cleared that goal. It should be Burende Nyasha. But that was a golden opportunity laid on a silver platter there by the Ngezi Platinum goalkeeper. Poor distribution, corner kick Stanley.
Corner kick taken, poorly taken I must say. Goes out of play, but wow. Time on Machope. Must be asking himself, how did it all happen? Right, Ngezi Platinum wanted to play the ball. It's time on Machope. What a tackle.
It was Chikwida, you were quite
brilliant.
right,
Brilliant tackle from the captain. Nice takedown there. Here is Matanaga. Ngezi Platinum survived. The Karengesha has got the pace and skill. Lays it through for Chirinda. Chirinda can shield the ball. Karengesha. Oh, this boy is a troublesome youngster. Here he comes once again. A chance for Ngezi Platinum. Some tussle for possession. Finally won. Gresha with a long effort on the near side. Fumbizai taking time to kill it, but Gaki. And stopped in the process by Msebe. Ngezi Platinum with Gaki. A good looking shot. Oh, just wide of goal. My word. Ngezi Platinum paying no respect to Scotland at all. Whatever we've been telling them about how good Scotland is, they're telling us that's all nonsense, aren't they?
Exactly, Stanley. And now I understand why I was questioning textual of this lineup. They benching the likes of Benura, Polite, Moyo, even Mafilas Mukumba. But I can see the reason why you're benching those experienced players. Kaki, Madananga, and Achiro, those are some of the experienced players in the side. But they've got some youngsters. Obro Chirinda is shooting the ball very, very well. And you can see even Karengesha Ashwin there is doing very well. So at the moment there, with about 20 minutes played at Rufaro Stadium, Ngezi Platinum has virtually camped in Scotland's half.
Yes, indeed, they've been winning all the tackles. Here they come once again on the near side here. Chirwa Gomezani. Hachiro finding Kaki. Playing it on the near side here. Young Karengesha is too far ahead of him as it goes out of play. That will be a throw in to Ngezi Platinum. This boy here, Karengesha, he certainly is troublesome. And this one will be guided backwards by Castigo Leslie. Here's the captain, Chikwida. Nicely taken there. And again, here's Chirinda! He went for power instead of placement, and this one goes over the bar. My word. End-to-end stuff here at Rufaro Stadium. But surely Chirinda plays with his left foot. He should have done a lot better on that occasion.
Exactly, he should have done better there. He was onside. He kept his lines very well there. And just have a look at it, Stanley. There is talent in Chamboko. What a through ball. And in the first time shot. But I'm sure it's only the accuracy and precision that lacked them.
Yes, indeed. And some good plays all by Talent Chamboko. These fans will agree with me that Ngezi Platinum have come here with the intention of picking up all 3 points against the log leaders, the pace setters, Scotland FC. But will that happen? Your guess is as good as mine. Here's Kama Billiard. Times taking too long on the ball. And they must realize that the likes of Achiro have got the experience. There he is now, that yelling at his players to come forward and provide the support. Kevin Moyo. Flipping it all the way to Murwira, who brings down the ball very well, and there's Kama Billiard with a flick, finding him Sebe. Yet Fumbizai. The cross is blocked. Good work there by Chirwa Gomezani. And the fans are celebrating. Here's Msebe once again. Kama Billiard. All the way to Pitam Dua. The steady defender. He hardly put a foot wrong. Murwira on the right hand side, bringing in across the header. It goes back, and the goalkeeper Brasiranwa can make a save. He rolls it short to his captain Chikwida. Greshe on the far side. It's back again to the goalkeeper. He plays this one. It's overcooked. It was aimed at Gomezani Chirwa. This will be a throw in to Scotland. It's being taken by Ronald Fumbizai. Sona guides it back to Fumbizai. Bochwe collects. Kama Billiard turns away from his marker. Lays it on the near side now from Sona. The two players beginning to show their class. Bochwe fights for it. Pitam Dua will collect. Murwira. Scotland now slowly turning on the screw. It's a long ball inside the area. This one goes away for a Scotland throw. People scratching their heads here. It's not looking easy at all. The tussle continues with Machope. Now a chance for Walter Sona. Blocked. And this one goes away for a corner kick to Scotland. Yeah, I must say in the last 3 minutes or so, Scotland seem to have started turning on the screw on Ngezi Platinum, Willie.
And also Kama Billiard and Watam Sona, they also turning on their screw. And I mean, is it the reason why Scotland has also upped up their game? Because I think they've seen the real danger being posed by Ngezi Platinum. But now Ngezi, they have a corner kick to defend here, Stanley.
Corner kick will come. Second tip in the area, headed away into the center, and the referee must have spotted an infringement, and this will be a set piece from Ngezi Platinum. And I'm sure the goalkeeper looks like he's going to take it. Brasiranwa finding Castigo, Leslie Castigo. Nearly gave the ball away. This time around, Pitam Dua does well to find Murwira. But Chirinda chasing and chasing. Picked up now by Hachiro. He's been dominating the midfield exchanges. I'm sure he's well aware of the fact that Michael Nice is around. That he would like to attract the attention of the national team coach, possibly fighting for a starting place. I must talk about Richard Achiro doing very well in the middle of the park.
An interesting scenario here, Stanley. Remember, Richard Achiro was part of the squad that played the AFCON qualifiers. But this time around, when the squad was announced for the World Cup qualifiers, he was dropped. And interestingly, the man who took his place is Mtokozi Somsebe, who is on the field this afternoon.
Oh yes, and if you ask me who is playing better of the two, it's Richard Achiro by a country mile. Madanaga, Ngezi Platinum turns away from his marker. Back to Achiro. Chirwa. Achiro once again. And that one played too far ahead, and is going to be taken away by Fumbizai. All the way to Talbot Shumba. You don't dilly-dally with Obreo Chirinda in the area. Ngezi Platinum quickly take a throw. Here's their captain, Chiguida. Leslie Castigo. Drifting forward, clipping it through. Trying to play it, looking for Gaki, but the ball was taken away. And again, Richard Achiro winning that ball for Ngezi Platinum. Is Gaki. Turns away from his marker. Finding support in the middle of the park in the form of Chamboko to Achiro. Chamboko again. And this one taken away by Murwira. He's having a good game this afternoon, Murwira. Kama period. Beats his man, but it's taken away, but Machope is on guard. Cleared away by Murasiranwa. Very, very nearly. Once again, Scotland nearly found the opening, but Machope was beaten to it by Murasiranwa. This is Peter Mdua. Plays it short for Bochwe. Mdua will guide it back to Talbot Shumba. Looking for Walter Msona. Ball headed away. Fumbizai has got a touch. But this one taken away by Achiro. The danger, but Ramoyo is there to make a save. Then to God knows Murwira. Sebe. Bochwe for Scotland. Good looking ball for Fumbizai. Brings it down nicely to Walter Msona. He can't get past his opponent there in the form of Chirwa. Moyo to Msona. Msona skipping away, but Madanaga is on hand to save it. Karangesha, lovely ball by Ngezi Platinum. Gaki drifting away from the rest of the team. He plays it through, but then unfortunately misguides his pass back to the goalkeeper Talbot Shumba. But Ngezi Platinum definitely looking very dangerous when going forward, Willie.
Yeah, especially when Gaki and Chirinda's presence is there on that rear guard of Scotland. They are a real threat. It's only that the final ball into that box or the communication when they come to that particular area, that's the one that is lacking. And the referees momentarily stopped play there because I'm sure Zik Obro Chirinda who needs to be attended to. But it's against the Platinum Stars player who is down injured there and needs to be attended to. And there in your picture, that should be Obro Chirinda Stanley.
Yes, indeed, Obro Chirinda. All hands are on the former Highlanders striker. Now turning out from Ngezi Platinum. Immediately there. Well, out of your picture, take sure Chiragui giving instructions to some of his players. Leslie Castigo and Madanaga Farai. Hachiro is joining in and the warm-up continues. But Chirinda is up and about. I'm sure he will be able to continue as he comes to the near side of the field.
Warming up as Takuda Benura and Edson McDonald. Both are centre forwards. Maybe in case Obro Chirinda doesn't make it, but I'm sure Chiragui would want to make an injury spared substitution as early as the first half. Would need to make a technical one, maybe in the second half.
Yes, indeed. 30 minutes gone. 0-0 the scoreline here as Brighton Chimene restarts the game here. This one nicely taken by Msona. Fumbizai, a veteran who has seen it all. He's been around playing for Cape United and the national team. Went to South Africa to play for Celtic, Bloemfontein Celtic. Came back home to join Scotland in Division 1. Now this is Kevin Moyo, a former Dimbare player. Before that he played for FC Platinum. Murwira, another former Dimbare player. A lovely stuff from Timba Nyoka, who was very quiet. He comes alive. Long crossfield pass to Msona. Lays it back now from Sebe. It's headed away. And Chamboko collects it. Chirinda was trying to come up with another flick. This time around it was well read. Chamboko. That would have been a defense splitting pass, but then Scotland were on guard. Comes back to Achiro. Plays it safe all the way back to Milas Ranwa, his goal minder. Kastego. Clips it forward. Chirinda chests it down, but to the wrong man. Mudua. The evergreen Peter Mudua. As Murweda collects a pass. Machope brings up the ball. Lays it across field on the near side. Good play there by the striker. He finds a support from his captain. Sona Tumoyo. Murweda. Kama Billiards. Bochwe lays it on the near side. Sona, good play. Trying to find Kama Billiard. Lovely stuff from Bizai. And a chance here from Samuel. Over the bar. Lovely play by Scotland. They certainly deserve better than that. Marvelous play by the Mabugu Bears outfit, Willie.
That was going to be a wonderful team goal, Stanley. Look at it, Kamabilian, that back flick here, finding Fubizai. Fubizai there, Musebe Tokozis, the man has just been called to the national team by Michael Nees, just praising his effort, few inches over the bar.
Oh, that was some lovely play. We're watching some entertaining football here as Obreo Chirinda is all over Kevin Moyo. Free kick, according to Brighton Chimene. Chimene is now going over to attend to Castigo Leslie, who for a moment was down, but he's up and about now, can continue in this game. Another long effort. This one. Castigo. A player that's very difficult to beat on the ground. He has got an expert sense of timing. Now ready to come up with a clearance. Chirinda. Taken away again. Ngezi Platinum are fighting for every loose ball here. Gaki. The return pass comes in, but well read by Ronald Fubizai, who shepherded the ball over the line for a goal kick to Scotland. Young Karengesha just going quiet for a bit, but you can always tell that whenever he's in possession, he is trouble for Scotland. Now Taube Chumba has spotted the ball well, and I can see Tekshua Chiragwi discussing one or two things with his assistant. Tuobisiwa. Another one picked up by Gaki. Chamboko gets past Murwira. Danger here. Chamboko comes in, tries to beat his marker. Tightly monitored by Peter Mdua. The cross will come. It's looking good, but cleared away there. But a chance now. Gaki just wide of goal. My word. Oh, it looks like, it feels like we are watching edited highlights of this particular encounter. End-to-end stuff, Willie. Short while ago it was Msebej just shooting over the bar. And here's Chamboko drifting into enemy zone. Peter Mdua stood his ground. But then Chamboko managed to turn with a cross. Chirinda beaten in the air, and Scotland survive.
That was good defended by Peter Mdua. Chamboko trying to come up with those step overs, but Mdua stood firm and couldn't allow Chamboko to do what he wanted to do. Yes, of course, at the final end, he came up with that cross which was well dealt with, but that clearance fell to the unmarked Gaki, who shot wide with the goalkeeper. It looks like it covered, but it was going to be a very, very difficult job for him to smother that one.
Oh yes, indeed. It needed a bit of placement, and Obreo Chirinda Again from behind, and Peter Mdua getting a yellow card from the referee of the afternoon. That's Brighton Chimene, as you see there. Obreo Chirinda. Yeah, he was the first one to the ball, and then Peter Mdua clattered him from behind. Now Scotland will have to drift into defensive positions. It's a free kick from a long, long way off. Leslie Castigo gets ready to give problems to Talbot Shumba. Ball played through, Gaki collects. Good control by Gaki. Gresha with a long cross. Headed away, and some pushing there coming from Karengesha. That will be a free kick to Scotland. 37 minutes played now. 0-0 the scoreline. This Talbot Shumba standing over the ball, telling his players where to be. Peter Mdua for Bochwe. He turns away from his marker. Brought down by Richard Achiro. Now it's Msebe to Kama Billiard. Msebe for Moyo. Back to Moyo. Mdua. Leaving it forward for an on-rushing Kama Billiard. He doesn't have the pace. Neither does he have the strength to beat Chiguida, the captain of Ngezi Platinum. Brasrano now to dispatch the clearance. Looks like he wants to slow down the game here with 7 minutes to play, but no. Out of the picture, the referee talking to Guresha and Kama Billiard. Here's Achiro. Lays it through for Gaki. Chirwa. Turns one way. Back to Hachiro. And Hachiro brought down by knowledge by Walt Thompsona. This will be a free kick. Most likely to be taken by Leslie Castigo. This is how it happened. Definitely Achiro just reminding Michael Nis what he is missing in the national team. Achiro very active and alive to every threat that is posed by Scotland. Playing alongside Madananga, another defensive midfielder, is getting Tondira and Diraya worried because Scotland, we're getting used to dominating matches, not this one. Chamboko applying the pressure. Timbanyoka easily beaten there. Here's Chirinda. Chirinda looking for a placement, and it comes off a defender. Yeah, this Chirinda boy is one player who must be monitored very closely because he drifts into dangerous positions time and again. And one of these days, if he gets it without enough attention, it could end up as a goal for Ngezi Platinum. 0-0 the scoreline. The corner kick will come. It's played short, but I think the referee stopped play because of some movements in the box. A lot of argy-bargy you see there. Chikwida and Murwira Chirinda getting involved. So is Chamboko and company. The long one inside the area. The goalkeeper has lost it. But of course the goalkeeper thumped to the ground. That will be a free kick. Yeah, the tussle for possession, especially inside the box when corner kicks are being taken, is so intense. Morwira. Timbanyoka has been very quiet. Now being marked by his opposite number, Chirinda. Wide. He must be very desperate for a goal to shoot from that sort of distance, because you cannot beat this man here from such an angle. Talbot Shumba must be respected. And the crowd really beginning to swell now. Looks like people are getting used to coming very late to matches, but this is a very good crowd, you know, when you consider that this is a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I think, yes, you know that on a Friday some knock off work at around 4 p.m., some 3 p.m., some might be just running away from work or asking their bosses for excuses as seeing Ngezi Planner getting on the corner kick. But this is a respectable crowd, consider that it's a working day here in Zimbabwe, and Scotland being a team that has just been promoted, I'm sure this is very, very encouraging.
Very encouraging signs indeed from Scotland. Their home matches are attracting huge crowds. Here comes the corner, headed away by Msona. Doesn't get very far. Richard Achiro fights for it. Chamboko beaten in the air. Back again with Richard Achiro. And this one goes out of play. Goal kick to Scotland to be taken by their goalkeeper, Talbot Shumba. Simba taking a bit of time. 42, we're into the 43rd minute as we see some fans enjoying themselves here, having painted themselves with graffiti. Now Talbot Shumba clears. Headed away there by Machope. Finds Chamboko, who can't keep the ball in play. Oh my God. What is that? That's a mask that will send the kids scurrying for shelter. Lovely stuff from Chamboko. Leslie Castigo. Chirinda goes down under challenge. Kama Billiard. He is a marked man. Chamboko, Hachiro. Oh, lovely stuff. Ball played through. This is Chamboko. And they guide it backwards. I must admit that Ngezi Platinum certainly have got their own brand of football. Karingesha beaten by Morguera. But he picks up possession. Guides it to the near side for Chamboko. It's a curling one inside the area. And the goalkeeper takes it away. End-to-end stuff. Just over a minute to go to the Oranges, plus stoppage time, of course. As Kevin Moyo picks up possession for Scotland. Clips it through Richard Achiro. Nearly committed the handball there, but decided against it at the last moment. Msona looking for Timbanyoka. And he couldn't keep the ball in play. 1 minute of stoppage time. And some youngsters, I'm sure he doesn't like the noise. Mom is very happy to be here. But the little one, I don't think he will remember much in 18 or so years when you tell him about this. Here's Matanaka. And Peter Mdua in attendance. There he is. Playing it off defender, off Ngezi Platinum player for a throw in to be taken there. Quickly taken. This is Farai Madanaga. Comes in field. Oh, lovely stuff indeed. Karangesha shoots on side but taken away. Yes, Kama Billiard. Gets past his marker looking for Machope. But Chirwa was alive to it. And the referee blows to end the match as the fans continue to dance and sing in the stands here. Oh my goodness, 45 minutes of exciting football. But unfortunately no goals to show for it, but nonetheless we enjoyed ourselves in the first 45 minutes. Willie, your thoughts?
A very good match here on a Friday afternoon, Stanley. And I'm impressed by Ngezi Platinum. There is confirmation. Scotland knew, Ngezi Platinum knew. I'm very impressed by Ngezi whenever they are venturing forward, finding those pockets of spaces, those neat build-ups, those 1-2 touches. What they are only looking is to be precise in front of goal. The final ball into the box is what is looking for Ngezi. And for Scotland, I think they would only had a couple of chances. The other one, a mix-up between the goalkeeper Darlington Musarilanwa and defender Kastu Leslie, which presented a golden opportunity to Timon Machope, who was a shed too slow, allowing Captain Chiguida to make a last-minute clearance.
Yes, indeed. There were some desperate clearances by both teams. Ngezi Platinum will go into half-time feeling quite good about what they've done in the first 45 minutes. And the same goes for Scotland, who have continued to impress here at Rufaro Stadium, but goals were hard to come by. So half-time 0-0 as we try to cross over to Valentine Mabugu.
Indeed, and of course, welcome to that is the first half analysis right here at Rufaro Stadium. What a match, exciting, and of course great dominance coming through from Ngezi Platinum Stars in this encounter. Not overawed by the occasion, not overawed that they are the away side, but living and playing to their strength, passing it around, suffocating that is Scotland here this afternoon, and it's an exciting match. I still have that is Terence Malunga as well as Chief Justice Machavi with me. Terence, first half here, your analysis without us looking and imposing something to you for you to say, but from your own perspective, your own point of view, your analysis of the first 45.
I think the first thing is Coach Tegi really got it well. Like I said before we started, you have to ensure that you suffocate the middle of the park. And this is precisely what he has been doing, and I'm pretty impressed by how Achiro has really stemmed himself. And I've seen at some point Karma is, well, it seems not to be fancied, but that's how you ought to make sure you are actually within their heels. They should feel you, and this is what Ngezi Platinum has managed to do the entire time. You see, they have gotten more position, and they're actually going forward. And you see how Chirinda and Gaki going forward, they have been really trying as much as they could to ensure that they create chances for themselves. But kudos to Coach Tegi for getting this one right.
Indeed. Let's now, Justice Machavi, come in and look at the good that the away side has done in this encounter, where you feel that because I feel they could have gone 2 or 1 up. They've got 3 shots on target in this encounter so far against none for that is Scotland.
Valentine, the battle is won in the midfield, and that's where Ngezi is very strong, and they're doing very well in midfield, and they tried by all means that they limit the touches to Kama Billiard and Walter Msona. You can see Hachiro is doing all the dirty work, complemented Madananga, and as well as Chamboko, who's doing well, Marvin Gaki as well. And I think they did their homework from the first 2 games. I think they've studied and they've seen that Scotland ticks through Kama Billiard, and that's where they are cutting supply to. And you try, if you see in the 24th minute, that's when you started seeing Kama trying to come in, and you can see here they're trying, and with Marvin Gaki, with the left foot, unfortunately it didn't go in, but it was a good shot. And I think Tabet Shuba there is furious with this defense. There is no enough cover, especially at the back line. You see they're only playing 1 up front, which is Chirinda, and the Chirinda is giving all sorts of problems to Muruira, Mudua and Moyo.
Indeed, as you can see, most of the chances, but another chance there with that is Walter Msona. His shot blocked. They're closing them down quickly, not to give them space, and they, like Justice Machavi has said, that they really did their homework.
Yeah, they actually did the homework pretty well, but I'm also thinking there are certain half chances that came their way that we're supposed to have capitalized. And if you don't, this is the cardinal rule in football. If you don't take your chances, you probably will back to really regret. And we saw them coming up. And if you look at that left channel for me, which is the right defense channel for Scotland, hasn't been very impressive for me, especially when they have been meeting really tricky and fat strikers. We have seen really good at times wanting especially in terms of pace and speed, especially when with very fast and tricky wingers.
Indeed, quite interesting. So now it is left for the second half. As I ask my pundits here how they think this one will go this afternoon. Now, it is they say the second half belongs to the coaches. It is who has got better tactics, who's got better, changes to make to influence the game. Your take here, Amachabi, on this one.
I think, as Chiragui, he did very well. His team did very well in the first half. In the second half, he just want to keep momentum, try the way they are using the width. They are probably using the width very well, but now they need to target the men, especially in the attacking third, where they can find Chirinda, and with some clean crosses. He's short, but I think he can jump as well, and you can do better on the ground. And I would say let's take chances and move forward.
Indeed, taking chances, move forward. Your take, who has to do what in the second half to win all 3 points? Are they going to go all the way to Ngezi, or they'll be just going near to Mavugu?
Well, I'm hoping both teams bring their best, and I'm actually thinking and seeing how like a Jezik, the usual stars are. I'm seeing Kama running, which is quite impressive, but I haven't seen that from Walter. These are the two best players on the field. And I think the strategy really getting into the second half is to ensure that you get these 2 best players on the ball always. I've seen balls passing them. When they come to collect, just give them, because when their strength is when they have the ball. They always try and create chances. We have seen how the back heel from Kama, you wouldn't really expect it from anybody else. So my thinking is getting into the second half. I think what Scottland needs to do is to get involved more. Especially Walter needs to look for the ball more and ensure that when you're playing to the best of your ability, which is keeping the ball and trying to create chances. Second half from Ngezi, I think Ngezi, what they literally need to do is just maintain what they were doing in the first half. Return it, but make sure that they kill Scotland on the counter.
Kill Scotland on the counter. That's another option that they can have. What is your take at home? You can comment on Facebook as well. We are live, whichever part of the world you're watching us from. Of course, this is ZBC TV giving you live match, day 3 of the match between that is lock leaders Scotland as they take on that is Ngezi Platinum Stars right here at Rufaro Stadium. And as you can see, the crowd is palpable, and of course quite exciting even for the neutrals. The game itself for the neutrals, the excitement, the dominance of Ngezi Platinum Stars not overrode and playing into the game. I don't know if we've got neutrals that come to watch, to come and watch the game, but for us neutrals, we're enjoying it nonetheless.
Yeah, of course. I've seen it. They've got quite a number of supporters in here. I think, of course, Dynamos will be at their side because of the color, That's the reason. And if you see here, we've got 2 the bands. The one in the middle and the one at the other side. Right. So I don't know which is which. For Scotland and for Dynamos, the one for Dynamos is going for, of course, for Ngezi. That's the thing.
But on Vietnamese.
Yeah, of course, they don't want dominance here. But I think the
so it's
game,
one of the exorcisms that has to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Taken over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, but I think the fans are enjoying. There are good touches from Ngezi. They are doing so well, especially playing going forward. They are doing so well and trying by all means to be quick and always winning the ball.
Indeed, always winning the ball. As you can see, the pomp and fun, the fans can't stop singing even if it's half time here. And of course, they are here for the entertainment. They're here to support their favorite team. And USA, and of course, Teres Malunga saying, are they neutrals really here? Or it's Ngezi Platinum supporters versus that is the home side, that is Scotland. But now getting back to the game as well, the flow of it, how impressive has been Obro Chirinda. Yes, he has had to miss some chances, something that he needs to correct, to calibrate his boots when he's coming in for the second half, isn't it?
Obviously, a little bit of calibration ought to be there, but I'm pretty impressed. With the height, you wouldn't think that he would be able to hold the ball the way he does. He's phenomenal with the ball. He's phenomenal off it. And one thing that they obviously Scotland now needs to work on, we have seen a yellow card against Dua there. A late challenge and an unnecessary one. You don't want to have those near red card chances when you're dealing with a striker like him, because very soon he'll put you in a position where you'd actually have to really cause a foul. and already on a yellow card, it's just straight out. So getting in the second half, I think Chirina had a fantastic first half for me. He has managed to hold the ball, play off and get in the spaces. We have seen him trying to run behind the strikers a couple of times in this match, and like I'm telling you, if they are able to really get it right, get the incision right of putting the pass behind the defense, we should be able to have Ngezi coming out with a goal from such a move.
And let's talk about that yellow card to Peter Mtua. If you're Joshua Chiragwi, what would you tell your players and what to do with him? You know he's a player who's very temperamental at times, and he's a player and he's a defender. He's the last line of defense for Scotland, and he's already sitting on a yellow card. He has to play another 45 minutes in this encounter sitting on a yellow.
You know, I think everybody understands his behavior and attitude, especially when he's angry. So I would just deploy Chirinda to go and stay with him, try to play around him, and try to shove him, which he doesn't like. And this will give an edge to to Ngezi, because obviously he's gonna, like what Terence said, he's gonna commit a foul. Of course, you know, it's Mudua, and what he does is he's always coming. He doesn't have breaks. You know, when he's coming, he comes for a tackle. And of course, it's going to be a second yellow card. And I think Chiragwi is going to start that very well and put someone, and as well Marvin Gake, who is very tricky dribbler and can come close in and just to make him angry and get some mistakes.
Indeed, so they need to put pressure on him. Now we have seen before. We go now for the second half of this encounter, and we have seen how the goalkeeper that is Ngezi Platinum Stars loves to play it from the back, and there were chances that they did mess up. 2 chances that they got pickpocketed in that instant. Is this something that Tony Ryan Deraya should emphasize on his strikers?
Well, for sure. The thing is, if put under pressure, we have seen Ngezi faulting, so they're not really good with the ball. Second half, obviously, Tondre needs to ensure that and implore his guys to make sure that he puts these defenders under pressure.
All right, so there you have it. Let's go for the second half. Goalless it remains. Let's go to Stanley Katsande for the second half commentary.
Welcome back to the second half here at Rufaro Stadium. It was 0-0 at halftime, and the two teams are making their way back on the field of play. You see there Ngezi Platinum in white, settling down into their dugout, and Scotland in blue are doing likewise. Not yet in our picture. Here is Mrasiran Ngadi, Ngezi Platinum goalminder, who replaced Nelson Chajga. It will be interesting to see what the two respective coaches have told their respective players. Will they make a difference in the second 45? Your guess, of course, is as good as mine. As you see, Obreo Chirinda, the main threat in Ngezi Platinum attack, coming to the bench here to talk to his coach, Joshua Chiragwi. And this time around, it's Scotland who will get us underway when they play from left to right, defending the city end and attacking the Mbare end, while Ngezi Platinum, led by Obre Chirinda, will be attacking the city end and defending that Mbare end. 0-0 the scoreline is. Talbot Shumba continues to warm up, getting ready for action. Kama Billiard just sending a message across on how they should break this strong defense from Ngezi Platinum. As you see the crowd setting down for the second 45 minutes. Kama Billiard gets us underway for the second 45. Ngezi Platinum versus Scotland. This is Peter Mdua on the ball, who guides it back to his goalkeeper, Talbot Shumba. The Chirinda wastes no time in giving him a token challenge. Peter Mdua, former teammate of Obreo Chirinda. They know each other very well, having played for Highlanders for a number of years. Madanaga losing out. Here's Machope. Bochwe. Bochwe is a very useful player. He's well aware of what's around him. Stands in front of the back four. And knocks the ball around with a lot of purpose. Dua. Tumsona. Msebe. For Msona once again. Danger here. And the clash of the two players. Msona gets the benefit of doubt. As the two players are down injured. This is how it all happened. Knowledge Msona. Oh yeah, he was halted illegally. And Braton Chimene quite right. Leslie Castigo, the guilty party, he will have to face a set piece from this distance. These fans will know that if young Msona Walter takes it, it certainly will be something promising. We keep referring to the one that he took against Nigeria in Rwanda. That was a fantastic, set piece.
It was a marvelous free kick, a wonderful free kick. Arguably one of the best ever free kick taken by a Zimbabwean international, and maybe alongside his brother Knowledge Msona, who has also been recalled to the national team. But in this afternoon, we also have Kama Billiard, who is also capable of causing some danger from that sort of range.
Yes, indeed, Kama Billiard is capable. As we see there, Guresha Nyasha clearing the danger. Walter Msona stands up. And so is Leslie Castigo. But it looks like Castigo still struggling to walk properly. And both players will have to leave the field of play for a while before this kick can be taken. And that deprives Scotland of a man who should be taking the free kick. But then there's Kama Billiard.
Exactly. But those are the rules, Stanley. Once you got injured and you got treated, you have to be taken, you have to go outside the field of play. And unfortunately, in this instant, it was a good range for him. But now the job is now left for Kama Billiard, maybe Tokozi Msebe. I can also see Timon Machope is there. Ronald Fumbizai is another on the good cultured left foot there.
Yes, indeed. The three players now, they break up, and it's going to be Ronald Fumbizai. He takes it well on this one. Just wide of goal. Too much power. No precision behind it from Ronald Fumbizai. And if you look at Scotland, it's very interesting. They are playing two left backs. That's what they've been doing for the past 3 games. That's Kevin Moyo is a left back, and Ronald Fumbizai, sacrificing a left winger by playing double left backs.
And in last week's match day 2 fixtures, they introduced another left back, Gareth Madage, who went on to play right back.
Yes, Gareth Madage, the former Ngezi Platinum player, is very familiar with the guys who are on the field of play. Clearance there by Madanaga. Hachiro picked up by Chamboko. Gureshe. Madanaga once again. Chamboko. And this one got it back to Talbot Shumba by God knows Morwira. Shumba finds support on the far side. This is Kevin Moyo. Fumbizai. Kama Billiard. Bochwe. Piramdua. Clipping it long. Trying to find support, but it's taken away by Richard Achiro. Madanaga. Castigo. Past his man. Both players, Msona and Castigo, are back on the field of play as Kamboko lays it wide. Back to Richard Achiro, queuing up a shot. Decides against it. Now to Karengesha. Good looking cross, and the goalkeeper punches it away. That was dangerous. Young Karengesha is certainly a thorn in the flesh to Ngezi Platinum defenders as the time when Machope chases. This one kept in play. Easily taken away by Moyo, who finds a Talbot Shumba. Chirinda is always pressing Timbanyoka. He hasn't illuminated the scene so far. Here's Madanaga with a good touch. Looking for his compatriot. This is Chamboko. Gresha. And he's lost it to Timbanyoka. Timbanyoka kept the ball in play, but quickly taken away. And finally Gresha plays that ball into touch. As we see some fans taking to some high-risk maneuvers. Sitting so high in the stadium. He wants a bird's eye view as Murwera brings in a good looking cross. Kamabiliat is too short, and that one goes out of play. Goal kick to Ngezi Platinum. Now the captain Chiguida. Hachiro for Madanaga. Bochwe takes it back to Kamabiliat. Sona looking for Fumbizai. Gets past his marker. The cross punched away by the goalkeeper. And they move away now. Chirinda into the center. Ball played near side here. Chamboko brings it down intelligently. One step over, but can't get past Murwera. And Murwera has given him a taste of his own medicine. As the ball is played away to Kamabiliat. Machope inside the area. Machope past his marker. And he toe-pokes it out of play. But of course the goalkeeper had a hand to it, and it's a corner. My word, that was a golden opportunity.
Stanley, the pass by Kamabiliat there, finding Machope was a bit slow, but he had done well. There it is, Machope. And some last-ditch defending by Richard Achiro again. And
surely
Achiro, his small body, he looks more like Danny Dekopiri, Benjamin Konjera, and that frame, the type of play is a very good defensive midfielder.
Yes, indeed, very tenacious, and he certainly is laying a very strong claim for a return to the national team here. In the eyes of Michael Nice as the cross is taken. This is the chance, but again, missed. They survive, and Richard Achiro will have to go down. That is painful. Don't ask me how I know. Another corner now to come from Ronald Fumbizai. Inside the area, and this one headed out of play for a goal kick. There's Ronald Fumbizai going back to his position. But both teams are giving us some entertainment here at Rufaro. The crowd is in full voice. The attendance is excellent. Thanks to Scotland, who have come into the Premiership to breathe some new life. And Chamboko plays the ball over the touchline. Throw in to Scotland. And this one taken down nicely by Msebe, who is being harassed by Gaki, but picked up by Timbanyoka. Kamabiliat. Bochwe. But again Chamboko fights for the ball. Madanaga is beaten by Bochwe. Easily taken away. Gaki. They don't give you any breathing space. Kamabiliat round his marker. Madanaga takes it away and finds Chamboko. Chirinda is calling for it. It comes to Gaki. Now Chirinda collects. Turns away from his marker. Gaki. Chamboko. Karangesha. Hachiro. To the far side, there's a drift to Chirwa. Back again to Achiro. Long effort inside the area, but cleared away. Once again by Morwira. Here is Madanaga, queuing up to shoot from afar, but decides against it. Too many touches. But Achiro is there to win it back. But then young Msona Walter picks it up, and it goes through to Machope. Sliding tackle fails to take it away. Machope with the cross. Kama Billiard flicks it through. Young Msona gave. Oh my goodness, Sona, I keep saying knowledge Msona. It's Walter Msona, the youngster. And that one by Pumbidzai, my word. That was hopeless. But both teams, I'm sure, they must have been told to go out there and kill the game.
Exactly, Stanley. Both coaches would be looking for the 3 precious points at stake here this afternoon. That will make them sit on the top of the log for at least 24 hours if it is Ngezi Platinum who wins today. But if it is Ngezi Scotland, they will definitely maintain the pole possession. Intelligent play by Kamabilia there. Unfortunately, it found no takers there.
As this one once again is played all the way back to Ngezi Platinum. Chirwa will collect. Now they come through with Karingesha. Nicely taken down there by Gaki Malvin. Malvin finds support in Chirinda. To Chamboko. Gives away possession. Hachiro taken down there by Peter Mdua. So that will be a set piece for Ngezi Platinum. But no doubt, Ngezi Platinum are well represented in the middle of the park in the terms of Richard Achiro, Madanaga, and Chamboko. They are running themselves to a standstill. And Tekshua Chiragwi just passing on some information to Leslie Castigo as the free kick is about to be taken. Let's see how they take it. And he's left for a wonderful shot once again. This was aimed at goal. And just out of play for a throw in right on the corner flag. A well taken free kick. Full-blooded effort. And Shumba had no choice but to punch it away. Throwing comes through into the area. Gaki goes down. Referee says play on. Here's Kama Billiard. Play continues. Kama Billiard now into the center, but cleared away by Chirinda, who has gone back to defend. This one comes through to Murwira. Whistles in the stands, and the ref stops play to attend to Malvin Gaki. That looked very close to a penalty, Willie.
Certainly, I would like to have a second look at that. If there was a VAR here, I'm sure the referee was going to call to the side. There it is. That should be a penalty.
Should have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty. And looks like Brighton Chimene is getting a bit emotional about it. And finally he calls the medics to come and attend to Malvin Gaki, who was hacked down in the box. A foul that our referee Brighton Chimene missed, and those fans once again waiting for a goal that is taking too long to come, Willie.
Yeah, certainly looking at the situation again, when Brighton Chimene rushed back to check at Marvin Gaki, he asked him to get up, saying you are not injured, get up. But having a second look, I think he has seen that the players really got caught there and is injured, and is now instructing the medical staff to take Marvin Gaki out. There it is again, Stanley.
Yes, indeed, and to me, that should have been a penalty. It should have been a penalty. That should have been a spot kick. Gaki, very unfortunate that maybe it happened when the referee was looking the other way.
Is it high time we introduce VAR, Stanley?
Definitely, it's long overdue. It's long overdue. The good thing about VAR is that at least, you know, it operates from central position. You could be somewhere in town watching on the big screens where all the machines are, and you operate from there. I'm sure the authorities are thinking about it. One of these days, we will have it. Here's Kevin Moyo. Cautiously plays it back to his goalkeeper, Talbot Shumba. Shumba clears. Headed on there, but picked up by Chiguida. Achiro tried to turn away, taken away by Scotland. Fumbizai's cross, and the keeper has lost it. Finally reclaims it. That was a good looking cross by Ronald Fumbizai, but no one was on hand. And finally Murasiranwa can clear. Chirwa is looking for Karangesha, but then he ran out of space. Ball runs into touch for a throw in. That will be Fumbizai to take it. It's taken to Msebe, Tokozisi. The sliding tackle by Madanaga. Plays the ball into touch. Timbanyoka, very, very quiet by his standards. Sona, Walter. Fumbizai passed his marker. This one played into touch. Chirwa standing his ground. 0-0 the scoreline. If you're joining us for the first time, we're here at Trufaro Stadium where Scotland are hosting Ngezi Platinum. Fumbizai once again. Good cross by Msebe. Machope doesn't get a good contact. And this one comes back to Murwira. Sona. Bochwe. Fumbizai is calling for it. Tries to bring it in field, but easily taken away. Chirenda. To Achiro. Madanaga. Chirwa once again. Karangesha. Achiro. Back to Karangesha. Madanaga. Good ball through, but Chamboko is caught offside. Free kick to Scotland. Here's a couple enjoying themselves in the stands. It's a wonderful afternoon to do that. We have got sunshine. It's not very hot. Good for the players. Possibly this is why we're having a good game here. It's not very hot, plenty of sunshine, no rain threat, and the players have responded from both sides.
Good weather for a football match, Stanley, and I'm happy that the sky is very clear here, so there's no rain threat, because if we were going to receive some rain here with the state of the pitch here, it was not going to be playable, it was going to be very boring. But now we are watching a very interesting match.
Yes, indeed, as Ngezi Platinum are pushing forward. Chirwa looking for Gaki. His touch lets him down. This is the man who always feel that he was hard done by the center referee Bradwan Chimene for not awarding him a penalty after he was hacked down in the box. Talbot Shumba prepares to dispatch the kick forward for Scotland. It's 0-0 as we inch towards the 70th minute of this encounter. Very soon we will have played 3/4 of the encounter. The ball is played well. Chiguida clears the danger. Kamabilia to collect. And it comes to Msebe. And another clearance by Gurende. Bochwe backwards. Moyo will collect it. And it's taking too long to clear this one. This ended up giving away possession. Kevin Moyo, in my view, should have done better. He had all the time and space, but then maybe Chirinda knew exactly what to do when he has possession. He's always applying the pressure. Fombizai.
Yeah, what I saw there, he was caught in two minds. At first, he wanted to play it back to the goalkeeper, but I think he saw that Chirinda was alert and he feared to give the ball to the wrong man, and maybe for some risky there, it was a bit risky. And then when he wanted to play, he had no option because Chirinda kept tracking him. This is good for a striker, tracking your defender there. Don't allow him to play. Don't allow them to play from the back. Very good play by Obre Chirinda there.
Yes, Obre Chirinda is always a handful. Ngezi Platinum infield now. Kaki plays the ball into touch. Throw into Scotland. Still goalless, and Fombizai is urging his players to move upfield. Throws it to Msebe. Just given away possession, very nearly causing a corner kick from a seemingly very innocent position there. Msebe struggling, maybe he's now tired. There's so many players for Scotland on the bench who can play in the middle of the park. The likes of Michael Tapera, Albert Manenji, as well as Nathan Panashe Mutasa. I think
as well.
Leonard Chukua, young Mutasa, the only new player coming in from the team that played last week. He wasn't part of the squad, but now he is in.
Vasily Kawe.
Yes, Vasily Kawe is another very useful sort in the middle of the park, as we see the fans walking side by side. Heavily graffitied. Looks like the good old days of enjoying football are back now. We remember the famous Dynamo's Madalas. And of course, Cape United had their own. As Zamsona loses the ball. This one, it comes to Kamabiliat Chamboko. Lovely stuff. Played through, it comes to the near side here. Gurende into the area, cleared away by Kevin Moyo. Gurende once again. Kamabiliat. It's been very useful in the second period of this match here. And that looks like Machope, who was brought down. Free kick to Scotland. Still 0-0. That's the incident once again. And Tendera Indiraya possibly asking for stiff penalties for such offenses. The referee, Bradon Jimene, says the free kick is enough. So that will be a free kick for the Mabugu bedside. Really?
Yes, we are talking of those famous old Madalas for Dynamos. I'd like to say, may their souls rest in peace. They are all late now. As you can see, double substitution being prepared by Ngezi Platinum. Tinotenda Ditima, one of their juniors product, and the other one is Tinashe Mavudzi, a right winger, and Ditima is a central midfielder.
Yes, indeed. The Ngezi outfit would like to make some changes in the middle of the park. Kamabiliat with an inviting shot. The header comes across and taken by the goalkeeper. Murasiranwa. Looks like Scotland were found wanting on that particular occasion. Nobody was in the box to challenge for the ball. Chirwa for Karengesha. It is very interesting. We'd like to see how Mureremba will fit into the Scotland side. He's not part of the squad today, but we know that he's a Scotland player now. As Amurwira takes it away to Kamabiliat, who goes down under challenge. Free kick. Some of the fans here who are enjoying themselves in this particular encounter. Moyo gives away possession. This is Chugwida for Chirwa. Now Karengesha. Gaki. Pochwe has done well to take it away. Here is Msebe now. Finding him Timbanyoka. Back to Murwira. Flicks it through. Kamabeliat inside the area. Ball taken through and a shot now, but again Msebe doesn't direct it well. This one taken away by Gaki. Comes back. Yes, Chirinda. For Ngezi Platinum, he has played a lovely ball. Gurende brings in a cross. Nobody home. And this one goes away. But my word, when Ngezi Platinum are flowing forward, they move in unison, moving like a ball of mercury, doing so well. It's a bit unfortunate that they haven't scored from one such move, as we see the substitution coming through for Ngezi Platinum. Marvin Gaki is being replaced.
Yeah, I don't know if he was the right candidate to be replaced there. Maybe that knock might have taken a bit of steam out of him. But not in that team, a central midfielder, one of their junior products, who has been doing very well in recent matches, and Tekshua Chiragwe, I think, trusting the youngster to come in for the experience, Marvin Gaki. And Talent Chambogo is also calling it a day again. In comes Tinashe Mavudzi, a right winger. That's like for like when I can see Tekshua Chiragwe giving a hug to Gaki there. Kumbira Mutuzua again, former Rendos coach, and Talent Chambogo, who has also played very well, experienced, formerly of FC Platinum. Then in comes Tinashe Mavudzi.
Oh yes, those are the two changes from Ngezi Platinum. But Scotland out of your picture. They are also making their own changes. Looks like Michael Tapera is coming on. He's coming on for Ronald Fombidzai. And I'm sure it's a good substitution, a clear indication by Tundira Indiraya that he wants to attack and attack more. There is the substitute Tapera. And Timbanyoka, I'm not surprised. He was a pale shadow of himself this afternoon as Madake is drifted into defense. And he plays at right back. Darren Madake, formerly of Ngezi Platinum, he's facing his former teammates. Now playing in an attacking position. Let's see what Tundira Indiraya has up his sleeve.
I think what Tundira Indiraya has done here, he has moved God knows Murwira into centre back. Kelvin Moore has pushed to left back. Gareth Madake takes the right back position.
As Bochwe plays the ball through. Lovely touch by Kamabeliat. Good defensive work there by Ngezi Platinum. Chirwa turns the ball away. Now Kevin Moyo settling down as an out-and-out left back. Peter Mtua. This one is taken away by Richard Hachiro. Madanaga clips it to the near side for Gurende. Brings it down well. The return pass comes in, but well read by Scotland. That was Murwira. Still a tussle for possession. In the end now, it's taken by Ngezi Platinum. And finally, Scotland are getting a free kick. Young Ditima going down trying to win the ball. And, you can see some fans are not particularly impressed.
And again, you see that Ngezi Platinum have got some sympathizers here at Rufaro Stadium, and those fans who are very quiet and not looking very worried, like from the VIP section here, where you can hear even a pin drop.
Oh yes, indeed. They were so quiet because of Ngezi Platinum, who were threatening and threatening. Now the Platinum Miners have just won a fat piece. No, it's going the other way around. For a moment, they looked like Ngezi Platinum were about to take the set piece. But referee Brighton Chimene was explaining something to Captain Walter Msona.
Yeah, what
It's
else
now-
spotted the far side assistant referee had his flag up. So he remained his flag up, he stayed his flag up, maintaining that there was an offside position before the foul was committed. Yes, the foul was committed, which was resulted in a free kick to Ngezi Platinum. But the first offense takes precedence.
Yes, indeed, as Chikwita clears the danger. Hachiro first to arrive. Playing it wide for young Karengeda. And Chirinda out of play. Here they come once again. Lovely stuff coming from Mavudzi. Richard Hachiro. What is this?
Penalty.
A penalty has been awarded. Ngezi Platinum with a golden opportunity to win it here. With what? 13 minutes left of play plus stoppage time. Ngezi Platinum have been awarded a penalty. This could have been a second one, Willie, with a bit of luck.
Exactly, and I'm sure referee Beto Chimene could have none of it. This is for the second time. The first time, let's assume he missed it, but this is the second time now. He couldn't afford to have it again, and there is straight into the action. Young Tinashe Mavudzi. Have a second look there, Stanley. Peter clean there. Yes, that's right on the line, so it's a penalty. And it's number 98 versus, is it number 98? Or is it Bochwe? Is it 88?
88 Bochwe. Talbot Shumba, as we take a look again at that's the incident that resulted in the penalty. He was bound to receive the ball but couldn't because he was taken down.
Yeah, I'm sure the referee is quite right. That's a penalty. And is it Madananga behind it, or
Yes,
maybe
Farai
he's trying
Madananga.
to protect the penalty mark?
I think he was just trying to protect the penalty mark. I don't know, he made a penalty taker.
Chiraki is having a say, is running there, but Madananga should be behind it.
The goalkeeper is nowhere to be found.
Yes, Talbot Shumba.
Talbot Shumba,
I can see him. He's talking to Tony Randere on the bench. There he is.
he's even holding the match ball. That is indiscipline. You don't decide matches that way.
Are they mind games? Remember, Tony Randere is a former Ngezi Platinum Stars coach. Maybe Talbot Shumba is going there to ask if it's this one, so who is going to take the penalty? Which way should I go? Maybe, is it? Chiragui is not happy. And Shumba should be cautioned.
Certainly he should be cautioned for delaying the penalty.
As sportsmanship.
It is. These are things we know in football. If you commit an offense in the penalty box, it's a penalty. They were lucky first time. The referee didn't see it, but this time around, he spotted it. With 11 minutes to go, Talbot Shumba still to take his place between the posts. Mind games, perhaps.
And so Walter
And I
Musona
think-
also giving some bit of tips to Talbot Shumba. Maybe because they have seen that it's Madananga holding the ball, but I'm not sure. Is he going to be the taker?
I don't think he's going to be the taker.
It's Chiragui.
It's a Chikwida.
Chikwida, sorry, I'm saying Chiragui, the coach. Sorry.
Well,
are
they
rhyming
do
those-
rhyme. They do rhyme, of course.
exactly, yes.
I think Talbot Shumba should simply be himself. Think about it. Stand between the posts. Make a decision. Now the Ngezi Platinum players are waiting for their captain. Kudzai Chikwida. Yes, Kudzai Chikwida. For a penalty. What a penalty by Chikwida. 1-0 to Ngezi Platinum. Scotland concede their first goal of the season. Look at the fans in the stands. It's surprising a team from Mondoro still has a bit of support in Harare, Willie.
Exactly, I'm saying they've got some sympathizers. Remember, even following the streets, the social media, even wherever you go to football, people, some are still aggrieved by the way Scotland gained their entry into the Premiership. So some, they actually hate them with passion. But there are some sympathizers, some are supporters from rival clubs. They don't want to see them sitting right on the top. And this goal here, and this result as it stands, Ngezi Platinum are on top of the log.
Yes, indeed, Ngezi Platinum topped the log with 2 victories and a draw. But look, it's not over until the fat lady sings. As we take a look at the penalty once again. What a strike by the captain there. Leading by example. Leading from the back. And Sona calls it a day, Walter. And in comes just number 15, Manenji. And Kama Billiard calls it a day as well. The 2 veterans. In comes Leonard Chikua. Jersey number 9. And in the end now, finally, number 21, God knows Murwira. Tondera Indiraya taking out a defender. I think this is what he should have done in the first place. Take out the defender, introduce a striker. Urikop, scorer of the second goal last week when they played Caps United here at Rufaro Stadium. So Lionel Chikua joins the fray and immediately changes places with Michael Tapera. Confirmation of the substitutions. And we've got some Highlanders fans here who are enjoying themselves. Another clearance by Ngezi Platinum, out of play, throw in to Scotland. Quickly taken to Kevin Moyo. 1-0, Ngezi Platinum in the lead. A penalty taken by Chiguida. Here's Michael Tapera. And that would not have counted. These fans are dismissing the offside decision because that will be a free kick. Less than 7 minutes left of play. 1-0 to Ngezi Platinum, the visitors. Tekshua Kiragwi will be very happy if it ends like this. Here is Kuzai Chiguida. Neatly taken down there. Good block from Manenji. Again, Nitima tries to beat his marker. He fails and is guided backwards to Talbot Shumba. Michael Tapera heads it. Madanaga has got a touch. This is Bochwe to Mudua. Now the captain of the side after the departure of Walter Msona. Urikov. Manenji. Into the center for Bochwe. Turning away from his marker. Clearing it through. Nobody home there for Scotland. And the Brasiranwa will take it away. Brasiranwa now continues to bound the ball while the fans sing in the stands. They know what it means for Ngezi Platinum if it ends like this. Karangesha. Tumanenji now playing in the middle of the park. Taken away by Gurende. Madanaga. For Magwizi. Now Futi rather. Some tight marking being employed there by Gareth Madake. In the end, this one goes out of play. Machope couldn't keep it in play. He's now calling on his teammates to move forward. Less than 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Could this be Scotland's first defeat of the season, I wonder? Bochwe has got other ideas. Linus Chikua. Now he's taken away by Karingesha. Can't beat his marker. He takes it back. Here is the goal scorer and captain Chikwida. Richard Achiro continues to impress. This one rolls kindly for Manenji. Albert. Matake Kareth. Plays a good looking one. But Castigo blasts it off a striker. That will be a goal kick. Machope dejectedly looked at this one. He knows he should have done better. And now Marasiranwa. As the fans continues to sing here, they really are in the stands. Some pockets in the Vietnam end are in delirium. They are solidly behind Ngezi Platinum here. But of course, Scotland have got a fair share of supporters as well. Possibly the majority. As the ref stops play once again, throw in quickly taken. Piram Dua to Kevin Moyo. Moyo's long ball forward. They're all looking for Borikov. Good clearance. Moyo has lost it. Chirinda. And the shot comes in, and this one goes away. Yeah, young Karangeda is like what I would call a free spirit. He doesn't worry much about anything. Just plays his natural football, and he has been giving problems to Kevin Moyo.
Exactly, Stanley. And I think when Tundra did his substitutions, I didn't agree much with him when he made those positional changes, especially at the back. Against the Platinum on the break, Stanley, again, they have lost its possession there. When he made those positional changes at the back, Gareth Madake, we know him, he thrives more coming from the left side of defense and coming into that left channel, but he's twisting him and playing him at the right back position. Maybe he has seen something in training, but I'm sure that has affected them. And we see that he has been outwitted by his counterpart, Tek Mochirabi, because his substitutes made instant impact.
Oh yes,
indeed. That penalty.
Indeed, there's Chirinda goes down claiming that he was fouled. Referee says play on. Talbot Shumba in control into the 89th minute. 1 minute to the 90. This one falls kindly for Gurende, who clears the danger. But Ngezi player is lying injured. Madananga.
Yeah, that should be a head injury.
Midfield anchorman, and the referee is quite right in stopping play because it's a head injury, really.
Exactly, Stanley. And I'm sure we are in for a Navy stoppage time. I'm sure there could be a couple of minutes, because remember at about 3 minutes stoppage when that penalty was awarded. So maybe, I guess, maybe 5-6 minutes thereabout.
Definitely, I think the referee will give us a few more minutes to enjoy because of the antics of goalkeeper Talbot Shumba, who wanted to play some mind games. But Chikwida, the man in the picture for you, was not particularly worried. There you see him as Chirinda goes down. 5 minutes, Willie. You are absolutely right. Out of your picture.
Yes, the ball is finally up. Yes, out of the US pictures. Madananga, there it is. 5 minutes to be added on, and still we are still waiting. The ball is not in play, so they might end up to 96 minutes. There is the penalty again.
Yes,
indeed. Sending Talbot Shumba the wrong way.
That was a well-taken penalty. And Ngezi Platinum can celebrate with their captain. And these fans continue to sing in celebration as well. Some long faces in the stands. She's not happy about it. And he is trying to persuade her to accept the result. Here's Gurendek to Peter Mudua. Grande stands firm. Make sure he doesn't lose possession. Picked up by Msebe. Bochwe. Moyo. Good looking crossfield pass into the area. Michael Kapera. Will he collect possession? Keeps the ball in play. Kapera having to go backwards. This is Matake Gareth for Bochwe. As Scotland restart the formula. Another long pass once again into the area. Madanaga takes it away. And I think the near side assistant flag was off. There is Lionel Chikua claiming that he was fouled. But the ref is not interested. That's Brighton Chimene. Two players
That should be
are down.
Is it not Chimachope?
Let's see the Ngezi player who is still down. Yeah, it is Machope, you're right. And the stretcher is on the field of play to help the players off. Yeah, the fans continue to enjoy themselves in the stands. I can see they're wearing the Scotland brands. They are in a jovial mood. Do they know the result, although the scoreline? As we see the Ngezi Platinum once again warming up two of their players. Mukumba comes on and young Karengesha calls it a day. Karengesha stays done after 93 minutes. Here's Kevin Moyer. Suddenly Urikob. Piramdua. Gareth Madake. Stopped once again for a throw in by Mafuzi Tinashe. The throw is quickly taken. Mdua finds Kevin Moyo. Moyo is playing a long ball forward, headed away. Urikob will collect. Guides it backwards. Urikob turns one way. That's a good looking cross, but cleared away by Chiguida, the skipper and goal scorer. Tussle for possession. It ends up with a Bochwe. We've seen a lot of possession this afternoon. Playing just in front of the back four with lots of positional discipline. And this one is taken away by the goalkeeper, Mrasiranwa. Less than a minute to go. These fans are aware of the implications. Another player is injured, as we see there, the goalkeeper holding on to the ball. I think Ngezi Platinum should try and avoid this if they can, because the longer it drags, you never know what happens. Scotland might just find an opportunity, really.
Exactly, and the more you waste time, the more the referee had every reason to add more minutes. Like we're supposed to end at about 95 minutes, but I'm sure I can see us, there's a chance for skill by Kamabiliad in the first half. That was in the first half. Some of the highlights being shown here, but they fruited to nothing, because I see ourselves here hitting the 98-minute mark, but the amount of time being wasted there, and another substitution by Politimo being introduced by Ngezi Platinum.
Finally, yes.
That is in place of just number 5, Castigo Leslie.
Wesley Castigo. Polite Moyo is a very useful player. Plays on the left. He can play as a centre back. for his beloved Ngezi Platinum. Long clearance. We are into the 96th minute. This one carelessly played it. Into touch by Madanaga rather, who raises his hand in apology. And the whistles are beginning to go, telling the referee to blow the final whistle. But Brighton Chimene knows exactly when to do that. Another clearance. Kevin Moyo beaten in the air by Madanaga. This one comes down to Peter Mdua, who has to play it back to the goalkeeper. Kevin Moyo once more. Playing a long searching ball forward. Chiguida, the goal scorer, protecting it. Here is now Chirinda. Looks like Ngezi Platinum sitting pretty here. Guided backwards. Now they are playing keep ball. Chirwa just playing it backwards. In the end now, Ngezi Platinum trying to come through with Chikua. And finally, the referee, Brighton Chimene, blows the final whistle to a deafening roar of approval from the large crowd here at Rufaro Stadium. What a match we've had. And you can see the celebrations from the Ngezi Platinum technical team. It was a wonderful job by Shua Chiragui and his team, Ngezi Platinum. They showed no fear at all. And it's really very interesting to see how they will play in the next game, because it looks like they've gone a notch up in the way that they perform with it.
Ngezi Platinum having the last laugh here. Imagine losing some of your best players to a team they have just beaten here. They've lost their first choice goalkeeper, Nelson Chaja. They lost Gareth Madake to this Scotland side. We have been expensively assembled side in the Premiership. And today they come here, displayed some brilliant football, passing game, finding those pockets of spaces, and they were not fearing anything. I think the only Achilles heel now is the goalkeeper's position. Then they have actually a safe pair of hands in between the sticks. Maybe Masiranwa Darlington will improve as the season was on. But you definitely disagree with me. You say after 3 games I've been only beaten once.
Well, maybe it depends on the quality of strike force he has faced. But look, let's give credit where it is due. If you can keep 2 clean sheets, that's fine. It's good going, and his team has just won today. That is young Darlington Mrasiranwa, as we wait for the respective coaches to come and talk to our presenter. That's Valentine Mabugo. We still haven't got the first coach to come through. It will be Tekshua Chiragui and Tonderai Ndiraya. Of course, Ndiraya, the losing coach, will possibly be the first one to come. I can see our technical team is organizing that Tonderai Ndiraya gets to the position so that he can talk to Valentine Mabugo. 1-0 Ngezi Platinum win, and we're going down to Valentine Mabugo.
Stanley Katsande for that one. Thank you very much, Stanley Katsande, for that one. And of course, I've got the Scotland gaffer, that is Tonderai Ndiraya. Tough one, coach, but a good game of football nonetheless. I'm sure there's a lot to learn from this defeat.
Yeah, it was a very good game, a very balanced one, very competitive, if you ask me, from the 2 teams. Yeah, but I think from our end, we're not really ourselves today. We didn't see the effort that we put last week when we played Cape United. Today we started very slow, very slow, and then I think it's all to do with the attitude. And then we tried to push in the second half, but we could not create clear-cut chances. So when you don't create chances, when you are passive, then it's very difficult for you to win a game of football. But apart from that, they tried. Our team tried, but in the end, we had to lose the way we lost. I'm not too sure about what happened, but I think it was an off-the-ball incident. Yeah, but that is such as football. It's all to do with concentration. I thought we could have done better in terms of concentration. And for me, I think a draw was a fair result. But nonetheless, we lost, and we have to take it and move on.
And of course, how much of it will it do for you going forward? Because it's only match day 3 and you lose a game like this, I'm sure it makes you go to the drawing board and even give some better impetus to the team as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the beginning, only third match into the season. And then, of course, we're playing at home. When you are playing at home, you really want to use home advantage, but we couldn't do that. But such is football. We played away here. Last week we won. Today we're at home, we're in control of everything, and then we lost. That is part of the game. So we just have to. We are going into the break with a defeat, but we have to. We have more time to reorganize ourselves and come back better in the next game. We are traveling to Highlanders, so we hope to go and put up a good show there.
All right, tough one, coach, but thank you very much. All right, that was Tonderai Ndiraya. That is the gaffer for Scotland. They're highlighting that maybe a draw might have been a fair result, but nonetheless, and right now I'm joined by the winning coach, the triumphant coach, that is Tekshiwa Chiragi. Congratulations, coach. Good game, good win for you. You reckon your overall assessment of the game?
Thank you so much. I want to thank God. Like I've said on the pre-match, we do everything through God, and well deserved to win. I think we had our game plan went well, and I think the key point was for us to keep possession and to make sure we make them suffer without the ball. And our transition from attacking to defense, I think today we are super. We are on set from the first half. So eventually we tried numerous chances in the first half. We could manage to get through, but we kept on going. And second half, we have seen that they are staying too long at the back, and we change fresh legs to have speed in attack, and hence it gives us an advantage for a set piece because the young man Tinashe Mafuti was very quick, and obviously then we got a penalty, and that penalty we are happy because we are going into attack, that we have initiated that. So it's an opportunity that we got, and after that I would want to congratulate the players for their resistance and listening very carefully to the instructions. So today we thank God for 3 points.
All right, thank you very much, coach, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
All right, that was the triumphant coach Tekshiwa Chiragi, and of course our man of the match, Mkomana Tama Bora, Tsika Borapa Center. Even the stars of Scotland, they were taken off. Achiro, ndio Hanzo Tsika Borapa Center, you win our man of the match. Mwatamba say nasi, and how Winnie yakakosha say ku team yenyu.
Winnie yakatikoshera ndo yatatangofambira nhasi tatichingoda 3 points, and we are happy to win 3 points, and ndotenda Mwari nekurecognize kuti ndaita man of the match.
And taona yo ndo cover most of the ground as well. And was it is it you, what energy were you on? Munhu sarungovunza kuti nhasi Mkomana avhara vanhu vese mastars kama Billiard Msona vese vavari panze nhasi.
Yawa ndachingoita basa rangu. Ndachingoita basa rangu.
Makorokoto. Thank you. All right, that was Hachiro, our man of the match this afternoon. And of course, I certainly hope you did enjoy this live broadcast from Rufaro Stadium. Match day 3 of the Kasulaga Premier Soccer League began today on a Friday on ZBC TV as well as ZBC News Online. I certainly hope you did enjoy this live broadcast. On behalf of the crew behind the scenes, of course, my 2 analysts, that is Justice Chief Machavi, as well as Torres Malunga, as well as our commentary team of Stanley Katsande, as well as Zinola. We say thank you for joining us right here on ZBC TV. Till next time, it's bye-bye and happy viewing on ZBC TV.